Hey guys, what is up? Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to say hey to who I see in the room now. Like always, if you are here and you want to shout out, go ahead and say something in the comments so I can say hi to you as well. But hello to Firkin, Mr. HOD, Chase, Fred P, Ralph Nation, and it won't let me scroll back any farther. So if you said hi earlier, just say hi again. I'm going to try to just get the most recent messages because it won't let me go back to the beginning. But anyway, I've gotten a lot of comments on my video from last night, my reaction video, and it was pretty interesting to see Betty's dark side. I mean, they really wanted us to get the message that she has an alter ego, I guess. We kind of got that message before, but I feel like they were really, really pushing it in this episode. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Sierra. Hi, Nat. Hi, Jason. Hi, Grace. So there's been quite the debate going on in the comments of my reaction video about people who are dead set on the fact that Betty is the killer and those who disagree, and a lot of people thinking Polly is the killer and a few people thinking Kevin. And that is just the video from last night. And hi, Jay. Thanks for being here. And Ben. So let's just talk about this. Who do you think is the killer? So I looked at the wiki, and as we talked before, there's only 2 episodes left. Now, sadly, we do not have an episode next week, so the 27th is the next episode, and then it says it's taking another break, and the finale is May 11th. I remember someone telling me that the next episode was the killer reveal, but I can't find that online, so I don't know where that information came from, but let me know where you guys found that, because they didn't promo it that way, so I still don't know if it's in the finale or what. But hi, Matt. Thank you so much for being here. Daniel's thinking it would be quite shocking if Betty was the killer. Yeah, I still don't think they're going to go there. I especially think it's obvious they're not going to go there because they tried so hard to make her look guilty. If anything else, and what a lot of people were commenting today and yesterday, they want you to realize that there's mental illness in her family. They've done a lot to make her mom look like she's got some issues. Now we know that Betty, we've already kind of known that, but we know more that she has issues, so it's most likely that Polly has issues as well. Lionel says you were missing Dark Betty. We got definitely a lot of her in this episode. Jason says glad they finally brought attention to the probable Cheryl-Jason incest, so Veronica definitely brought that out, and I'd seen like an interview with the people, Lily and who plays Cheryl? I can't remember, but the actresses who play Cheryl and Betty. And Cheryl was saying that they did kind of want us to think that way, and that was several weeks ago. So, yeah. As far as a promo, I'm just talking about what airs directly after it airs in the US. There's a little, very short promo about next week's episode, and it had a lot of Polly in it, and Polly arguing like with Jason's parents, but it didn't say anything about killer reveal, but maybe they put that out there somewhere and I just can't find it. Lionel says from this episode, you learned a new way to sing happy birthday to your loved ones. Creepy. Yeah, it was so slow and kind of creepy and kind of like Marilyn Monroe-esque. I don't know. It was different. Jughead did not appreciate his party at all. Hi, Megapoke. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so the Wikipedia on this show is incorrect because it says we have 2 episodes left. It says we have an episode April 27th, which we know that's true. And then it says the finale is May 11th. So I don't know where to find an accurate list of how many episodes there are, but I know anybody can edit that wiki, so I don't know what's up with that, but it's got some incorrect information because it says we only have 2 episodes, and it claims there's a second break after this next episode, which seems weird. But I haven't seen an extended trailer. So yeah, so this was episode 10. So apparently there's 3 more. And I know Wiki can be edited by anyone. But I still think that Polly is the killer. I think they've done really nothing to make us think that Kevin is the killer, but I could see them going there. Although to me, it's kind of lame because I feel like the clues have been, I don't want the clues to be obvious, but I feel like the clues towards him have been like not really there at all, except for the fact that he found Jason's body. So I do hate breaks, and we just had a break with this show, so I don't know what is going on with next week's break, but the show that comes on before that, like I was watching that, I can't remember what that's called because I don't watch it, and they said they were taking a break too. Fred said in a recent interview, Madeline said that the killer reveal will ruin Cheryl, so the killer must be close to Cheryl. So that's interesting because I don't feel like she's friends with Polly, and I don't feel like she's friends with Kevin. So we have to go back to Ralph B's theory that her mom did it, because if her mom killed, you know, her own son, then that would definitely destroy you, right? If your mom killed your brother. Yeah, we haven't seen Josie in 2 episodes. Don't know what's going on with that. I definitely felt like Val was being really irrational. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think she had a right to break up with Archie, but like throwing the drink on him and stuff, it seemed, I feel like I was watching 13 Reasons Why for a minute. And I definitely agree, as Ralph is saying, and I think I mentioned last night, that we can count Hiram out. I don't think he's involved, and definitely not the killer. And it would be really lame if they made him the killer and we've never even seen him. So I agree. Deja says the Jughead is totally her. You don't like parties and intimate setting. You like intimate settings more. It would upset you too if someone didn't honor your wishes. So yeah, I mean, I think it would have been okay if it had just been the small group that it was intended on. But of course, Cheryl and Chuck came there to destroy everything, and it's pretty sad that they, you know, destroyed his birthday. Ralph says that creepy that Jug's dad told high school boys that you can cut the sexual tension in the room. Yeah, I mean, I found all of that. I mean, I think he was definitely really mad at Joaquin, because he could tell then that it was just more than a job for him, that he definitely had feelings for Kevin, and I think he's pretty mad at that point. Lionel says, so the uptight, beautiful, perfect wife and expert at throwing things, Alice Cooper, used to be a serpent. Well, I don't know if she was a serpent. She definitely grew up like on the wrong side of the tracks, according to FP. So definitely Alice Cooper has a past, and she's not what she seems. And I think that as the series goes on, we'll learn more about that past. But I thought that was pretty interesting. It was definitely an interesting interaction at the end with her and FP. Mega Poke says, are you the only one who thinks Jughead was forced? Or Bughead? You're talking about Betty and Jughead, and that they needed a better build-up. I actually really like them together, and I was concerned that they were going to break up. I think you're talking about their relationship, but it looks like they're going to stay together now. Ralph B says, also your money is on that FP hooks up with Alice. Oh yeah, well, it almost kind of seemed like they might have had something in the past, and he's got issues, but then I really don't like her husband, so, you know. Deja says, you really do think that maybe while nothing sexual was going on, that Cheryl was in love with Jason and was jealous of Polly and the fact she's having his baby. Yeah, she definitely doesn't like Polly, and I think you're absolutely right. Havoc says that Alice likes bad boys. Probably, definitely. And I think you mentioned this on my channel, that you thought that someone's going to die, I guess, this season, and you think that this is Havoc thinking that Joaquin dies. That would be really sad. I don't know what would cause those circumstances, but Firkin says, what do I think about Archie and Veronica? I mean, I like it. I feel like he's always with somebody and it keeps switching, so I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm fine with it because I really like Betty and Jughead together. Ralph B says, FP saying that Alice was still hot, but a stick in the mud means he's still interested in her. Definitely. I mean, I have trouble with him because I really don't trust him, but I kind of would be okay with them getting together. Like if she gets a divorce, I assume she's still married, right? Ralph Nation says, you think that he will go back out to the river with his boy? Uh-oh, the message disappeared. That was really weird. Just retype that because I can't. I was reading it and it totally disappeared, like literally disappeared. Let's see. Tobin thinks that Joaquin will lead to the reveal. The serpents are definitely involved. So yeah, we just don't know exactly what the deal is. I don't think they're the killers, but I think FP knows some stuff. I think he knows a lot of stuff, and so Joaquin's probably going to play into the killer reveal. But I asked this early on, and I don't know if anybody doesn't know or what, but somebody in one of the chats told me the killer reveal was next episode. Or maybe they meant episode 12. But can anybody tell me where I can find that online? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the killer reveal wasn't going to happen in the finale, but I don't know where this was posted. So I'm just curious if that's true. Ralph B says, of course I can't trust FP. He's rat-faced Billy Loomis. Right. Well, Billy Loomis was sort of trustable in Scream until the end, right? Nat is wondering how Cheryl would be, the girl, Madeline is her name. The girl who plays Cheryl would be really great for Scream Queens. Like, I feel like she really missed her calling because that show's probably definitely canceled. But she would have been perfect, like very perfect. That's a good call. Daniel says, could Archie be the killer? He's sort of close to Cheryl. I don't get any kind of vibes that he is. And I still feel like Archie, Jughead, Veronica, Betty will not be the killer. That's what I think. Megapoke says, doesn't make any sense. Betty was totally, hold on, some part of this is missing. I don't know. There's a word in there that doesn't make sense. It's probably your Siri or whatever. But it says, feels like Betty and Jughead are just filler material because the writer said they were getting the classic love triangles in season 2. I mean, I probably will assume that Betty and Archie will end up together by the end of the show, like the end of the entire show. But I personally do like, I mean, Archie turned her down and everything, so I'm fine with her being with Jughead. I'm totally fine with that. And I think Jughead needs someone like her, as long as she's not crazy and a killer. But you know what I mean? Like, I think he needs someone to show him attention and to care for him because he's never really had that. So we have 3 episodes left. So I don't know. I don't know where this killer reveal is, and I don't know where to find a reliable episode list. I have no idea, but I just think it's weird. Usually killer reveals happen in finales. So it's like, if the killer reveal doesn't happen in the finale, what are they saving for the finale? Ralph says Val actually pushing Archie away due to him day drinking. Archie was all over the place. Well, yeah, Archie definitely has some issues, and he's very messed up about the situation with his mom, which we're going to see more of her next episode, which is cool because I thought Molly Ringwald is like the perfect person to be cast for his mom. She looks just like she fits right in. She looks like him. Megapoke. Okay, hold on. See, Nat is saying that Ethel is the killer. I really hope not. Do you know how upset I will be? I mean, please, 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 please. Thank you, Firkin, for sending me a reliable list of the episodes. I should stay off Wiki, right? Absolutely. Ralph Nation asking if I think they'll kill off another character. I don't see really the need in it for this season. I think in the future, yes. But unless they want to do it as a cliffhanger in the finale or something, I don't know. Fred Peace finds this murder mystery getting boring. It feels like they forget to give much evidence. You feel like you know nearly as much as you did in episode 6. Well, what I have a problem with is the fact that we know nothing about the murder victim. So it's hard for me to care who killed Jason when I don't know who the guy is at all. Barely have seen him in flashbacks. I think when a show is about a victim that you know through flashbacks, or you've known them throughout the show, and you're trying to find out who the killer is, you're much more invested in that. Because at the end of the day, the only reason I would care who the killer is if it's someone super interesting. If it ends up being like a minor character or some adult or something, then I care even less. Just to be totally honest, because I think they haven't done a very good job of letting us know Jason at all. Because I don't care that he died, and I think it's a problem that we don't care the person who's the main mystery of season 1. We don't care about because we don't know. So maybe they have a fantastic killer reveal planned, and then maybe not, because next season's probably going to be nothing about what this season's been about, like as far as the mystery. So I don't know. Daniel says the girl who played something said on a live Facebook chat that we will find out what happened and who killed Jason at the end of the season. I would still assume it's in the finale, but if you guys ever find out any information that it's not in the finale and it's in another episode, let me know. I'm actually probably not going to be here the week before the finale. So I'm very much hoping that doesn't happen, because I won't even have a way to watch the show. So I'm hoping they save it for the finale, which I think is May 11th, but who knows if that's even true. Corey didn't really like this episode, just finished watching it. The only bad episode so far. I didn't dislike it, but I've actually gotten a couple of comments that people were bored with this episode. I feel like not a whole lot happens in a lot of these episodes, and next week's actually, the next episode looks pretty good, really. I think I kind of like when Polly's involved, even if she's not the killer. I don't know. But see, Havoc says this was your favorite episode. So Ralph says, when thought of, it's about the Blossoms land, and that is why you think Penelope is the killer. I mean, I don't know. It definitely could be, with that statement someone had about Cheryl just being crushed over it. I mean, I definitely don't think she would be that destroyed if it was someone she didn't care about. She's destroyed anyway because he's dead. But yeah, the Cheryl and Ronnie dance battle, I don't know what that was about, but it was interesting. I think Veronica was like way better. Ralph Nation says you really hope they don't bring the magic in or supernatural stuff. people have told me that's not happening, but hopefully that's reliable information. I don't really go for any of that stuff, even though I have like some shows that were supernatural. But I think it would be weird to introduce it at this point since we've almost had a entire first season without it. PLL tried to do some of that and it was just really weird. Mal, thank you so much for being here. Tobin says, was anyone else disappointed by the hype around Archie's mom and it was sort of just the cliffhanger? I thought she was actually in this episode. Like, I thought this was the episode where she had a big part in it. And I kept like looking for her and I was like, we're running out of time. And then she literally showed up at the very end, which they actually had shown in the teaser last week. So I don't get that, but I'm expecting, I guess, more from her next time. Corey says, why do you feel they're going to make Ethel or Kevin's boyfriend the killer? Oh my God, that would be like, Joaquin being the killer would just be so irrelevant, and Ethel too, but Joaquin would be even, I mean, we've barely seen him. Fred P says, KJ Appa said this episode was going to be the best. Yes, it was all over Twitter. The people with the show, like some of the writers with the show who I follow, were tweeting out that this was the best episode. So, I mean, I hope they have better things in store for the last couple of episodes, because if this was the best, then I don't know. Yeah, I thought Molly looked amazing. Like, she really looked like she used to, kind of, you know. She does look just like Archie. Yes. Yeah, that Corey, I heard they aren't going to do magic stuff for Sabrina, but cults instead. Mal didn't like the past 3 episodes. Yeah, I mean, don't hate me for saying this, but I like Riverdale, but I don't love it as much as I do some other mystery shows. Just because, again, the main mystery is about a person who we don't know and I don't care about. And I'm concerned where they're going to go with the killer reveal. If they come out with a fantastic killer reveal, then I'll probably be really pumped up for the show. But if they screw it up and it's lame or for whatever reason, probably not going to be really looking forward to season 2. But listen, there's been some shows that I've watched where some seasons were just okay and some were great. So not every show has amazing episodes, amazing seasons every time. Like, I really like How to Get Away with Murder, but some of the seasons, like last season and the one before, haven't been that good. And like Dexter, to me, is a perfect example. The series Dexter started sucking so bad that I quit it. And then right when I quit it, after like a really bad season, the following season was like incredible, fantastic, everything. So, you know, it just happens that way. Well, no, I wouldn't say I like Pretty Little Liars more, Chase, but I have a lot of issues with that show. But 13 Reasons Why, which has just had 1 season, was amazing. Like, I love that. Mega says, you think Polly would be the best killer reveal. She's relevant and it'll be shocking. But I know so many people have told me that she can't be the killer because she was like locked up at the nun place. So I get that. So probably not. Ralph says, with each episode, you dislike Ethel more and more due to her always acting like she's up to something. Right. I kind of have a feeling there's more to her than we think, especially with her dad's drama. Cahoots, right? Hashtag cahoots. Are Chuck and her in I don't know. Like, I honestly got a little bit worried with her last night because I was like, gosh, I don't know. Are they going to go there? Because obviously her dad is probably some kind of criminal of some sort. I don't mean that in a rude way, but it sounds like he's involved in some things he shouldn't be. I don't know if he's a serpent or what the deal is. Could he be a serpent? Because if he is a serpent, then maybe she is the killer, you know? Maybe it's all tied in together. I don't know. But I'm just a little bit concerned with them going there. I mean, yeah, we kind of know her, but she's seeming to get a lot of FaceTime lately for a minor character. I don't know. And like the whole thing about bringing up her dad and his past, I'm getting kind of worried. Deja says your favorite part of the episode was Betty slapping Chuck. Yes. Chuck he should date Cheryl because they're both pretty evil. So I don't know. Oh, are you talking about the night of Mr. HOD? I don't know. Or before last night? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Ralph says Ethel and Chuck sure were friendly talking for someone I know who Ethel should be mad at. I'm getting worried. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Mal. Yeah, that show was really, really good. Sierra says, overall, you think we need to get to know the characters more. If someone's going to die, you would only care if it was Jughead. Right. I really like him, so I would be upset. Yeah, I mean, we kind of know the main characters. And I don't really need to know some of the other, like, random people, but Well, Tobin says you like Cheryl. Sometimes I feel really bad for her, but usually she's just really evil. So it's hard for me to feel bad for her. Thank you, Firkin. I appreciate it. I mean, Cheryl was evil this week. She was evil last week. She was only like a real person when we saw like how mean her mom was to her, and I felt really bad for her, but now I don't feel bad for her anymore. Yeah, I'm getting worried about Ethel, and I've really only seen 2 or 3 people say she's the killer, and then they'll put like LOL or like the laughing emoji. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like they've given us more little subtle clues about her possibly being the killer than Kevin. So I don't know. Hi, Lucy. Thank you so much for being here. Last week's episode gave us the killer and motive of this show. Like, who do you think it is? I don't know. Corey says you don't know why Josie was on all the posters as the main character. She's hardly on the show. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if she is supposed to have like this not much of a role, or if she got busy or got another offer or something else. Ralph B says, and since Chuck was talking about scholarship, they better not make him the killer because it would be weak. Right. Oh, wow. Now that would be real dumb. Yeah, because he got kicked off the team, so now he can't get a scholarship to play college football. But of course, all that happened after Jason's death. I don't know. Was that his motive to be the star quarterback? Is he a quarterback? Was he trying to, is that what I don't even know. Was he trying to take Jason's spot or something? Because Archie took a spot, right? And then Archie quit. I don't know. Oh, so the actress who plays Ethel came out the other day. I don't think I follow her on Twitter. I try to follow as many people as I can from all of these different shows. I definitely follow Lily because she's really funny, and you guys told me to. Deja would be so upset if Ethel was the killer. It would seem out of place. I would be so mad, but I'm kind of like wondering if her dad is tied to this somehow. Mr. HOD thinks that Jason's parents killed him, which would be better than Ethel. Come on now. That would be. So I don't know. But apparently, if we do have 3 episodes left, I do think they need to start doing more with those episodes. Jelmer's asking if Jason is still alive. Well, I feel like we saw his body, right? I don't know. I feel like he looked super dead. I mean, I know PLL, has dead bodies that look so dead and they're really alive, but let's hope they don't go there. Lucy is confused about the reveal in episode 12. Okay, here we go. This is that information again. Where did you see that we are finding out who the killer is in episode 12? Because I can't find that online. Again, that's not the finale. Because you said the cast said they were completely shocked when they read the script. So are we going to have no idea who it is until the reveal? We may all be completely shocked because it may be like Eddie Lamb or something. I mean, it might be like, what's his name from 13 Reasons Why? We haven't even seen him lately. I don't even know what his name is in this show, but he's in this show, right? He's a football player in this show. So I don't know. Yeah, Jason, that's what we're saying, I think. I think so. Blake doesn't even watch the show, but thank you so much for being here. So, which is weird to me that the finale is not about the killer reveal. And if that's true and we don't have any more breaks, I'm not even going to be here to see the killer reveal, which is just tragic. This somehow always happens to me that I am not around when a killer is revealed. Like it's happened with Scream, and I don't even know how to Get Away with Murder, everything. What the heck? Really not feeling that. And if anyone can tell me where it's said or where it's been published that the killer is revealed in episode 12, please let me know. That's like so important to me because I need to know if that's true. Oh, so Madeline said that. Okay, did she say that on Twitter in an interview or something? Well, okay. I don't know how to handle that because I'm not going to be here for that. Oh my God. As long as it's airing like in May something. I don't know. But I'll have to talk to you guys about that later if that sucks. But anyway. Well, usually these big reveals are in the finales and then there's like a cliffhanger or whatever to make you watch the second season. But I'm sure they have something planned for the finale that's, well, we can only hope that it makes sense and it's amazing. Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate it. So I don't know. So that means this next episode, which is weird. I would almost see them having episode 11, then taking a week off, then coming back with that reveal to like really build up the hype. Yeah, so she said in an interview. Okay, thank you. I was always hoping for this flashback episode, Tobin, where we got to know Jason, but I don't know. I mean, at the very least, I'm kind of hoping they will flash back to the events leading up to his death. That would be really nice, like just showing us how it went down, who killed him and everything once we know who the killer is. But I don't know if they're going to do that, right? I just think that would be great though. It's a little bit late now to learn about Jason, but I was hoping that we would. So I'm kind of bummed about that. So I think that's a fault of the show, because how do you keep viewers interested when they don't care about the victim, you know? I don't know. But I don't know. And I saw someone ask me, but it like flew by, like, what do I think next season's going to be about? And literally, who knows, unless people have said in interviews. But I have no idea, like, whatsoever what it could be about. I don't know if someone's going to get killed every year. I don't know. So Havoc, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but Havoc saying that Game of Thrones usually kills somebody, or the crazy stuff happens in the episode before the finale. So I guess some other people do that. Mal says, what if they don't reveal the killer until the last minutes and we have to wait till season 2? Well, apparently they're doing it the week before the finale, so we'll definitely know before this season is over, I guess, and it won't be some kind of cliffhanger. Mr. HOD says, the movie that Jason, something's missing here. The movie is that Jason would be next in line to take over the company. Something's not right there. Okay, I'm sorry. It confuses me. I think there's just some typos in there. Meg is asking, is it confirmed season 2 will be a completely different storyline? I don't know. I really don't know any information about season 2. Havoc is saying we didn't care about Laura Palmer. Okay, well, that's actually not a bad comment there. We did not know. For those of you who have watched Twin Peaks, you're right. We didn't really know much about Laura Palmer. Okay. But I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know if this show is as good as Twin Peaks. You're right. And this has some inspiration from Twin Peaks. Okay. Lucy says, if I type in Madeline Petch, I guess that's how you say her name, it comes up by Clever News. Okay. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Mr. HOD says, the motive is that Jason would be next in line to take over the company. You see Jason trying to change the rules. Jason's parents might have killed him. Okay. There we go. Ralph says, when it comes to mystery storytelling, Riverdale reminds you of how Desperate Housewives handles. I've never watched that show. I didn't realize it was a mystery. Is it sort of a comedy too? I don't know. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if this chat is changing people's words today. I've never seen it so bad. Like, it's changing motive to movie. A lot of people's comments have like words that are changed, and it's literally, usually I can figure it out, but it's so hard to understand some of them today. I'm going to blame Marlene and YouTube. I don't know. Some crazy stuff there. So I would say I would have a theory video up tomorrow, but it's not really a theory video because I don't really have a great theory other than the Polly one, which not sure that's great anymore. What do you want to talk about, Veronica? Let's do that. Sure. So I'll have a video about my thoughts on this episode. I'll talk more about Betty and what they did with her character and kind of about who I don't think is the killer. We'll do that. So Ralph says Laura Palmer gets the week before she died treatment. Right. So I know that movie, the movie that's like a prequel, will show Laura's past. So at least we do get that in some way. So flashbacks of her, which I'm not to that point to watch that yet. But yes. Corey found Jughead really ungrateful. Yeah. But I think he's had like a really troubled childhood. I don't know. I don't know if that makes it better. Lionel says, your issue is we don't know who Jason was. He's made me lose interest in why he was killed. I completely agree with you. No, Ronnie is the real HBIC. Well, that's not what that's what Cheryl's shirt said. That was pretty funny, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yes, I've watched watch all of season 1 of Twin Peaks, and I feel like I was very interested in finding out the killer. And then the killer, here's the thing, which I don't know if it's going to happen here, but maybe. The killer reveal in Twin Peaks was so phenomenal that the fact we didn't know much about Laura was okay. So will they have a phenomenal killer reveal in this show to make it okay that we didn't know much about Jason or not? I don't know. Ralph says every season Desperate Housewives had a season-long mystery and then would set up the next season's mystery in the last episode of the current season. Okay, so I could definitely see them going there with totally setting up things, maybe introducing Sabrina or something in the finale. Mal thinks they kill Joaquin and who's Corey? Some of these comments are so funny. Jay says that's one thing PLL did better than Riverdale. They made us love Allison. Right. So PLL is very similar to all of this. We're talking about somebody, when we started that show, we didn't know Allison because she was dead at the start of the show, just like Jason, just like Laura. So But somehow I felt like I knew her, so they must have done something different. And I was very invested in finding out who killed her. Tobin felt sorry for Dougie. It's your birthday next week, and if someone threw you a party, you wouldn't be grateful. So you wouldn't like it either. So yeah, it's awkward. So I think there's two sides to that story. Some people want a huge party with friends, but if you're kind of someone who doesn't like big events and a lot of people and being super social, then that might be your worst nightmare, which it was for him. And I think, he thanked Betty later, and I don't think he was like, just like, oh, you guys suck, why'd you do this? I think that he just felt really uncomfortable. And Deja says Jughead wasn't ungrateful. His wishes weren't respected, and he doesn't have that great of a past. You would find it extremely annoying if someone didn't respect your feelings. Right. And that's what he was trying to tell Betty. Like, he was like, you don't even know me enough to know that I would hate that. And I mean, he was a little bit mean to her because he was like, are you just trying to prove that you're an amazing girlfriend or something? So she just doesn't know him that well yet, but she got the message. So yeah, I kind of like FP Lucy, even though I probably shouldn't. It's kind of like when I kind of like Negan. I quit watching that show, but something about Negan was likable, even though he was just horrible. Oh yeah, Allison's alive. I don't guess that's a spoiler. Allison's been alive for a long time, so Is Alex Cooper an ex-serpent? Possibly. Ralph says Betty overstepped, but she had good intentions. Yes, I agree. The burger cake was cool. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yes. But Ralph says Allison's a very unlikable person, but I was really drawn into that mystery, right? And I like Allison now because she's not crazy, or at least I don't think she is. She seems pretty normal. But of course, she was not very nice in her past. I don't know. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, I don't know what to say. I was going to say, I say this every time, like, I hope we get more clues next in 2 weeks, which would be cool, but I don't know. You would think with 3 episodes left, some major stuff would start happening, but I'm a little bit worried. I'll be honest. I think I've said it before, but I'm more worried now that the killer reveal is going to be bad and someone like Ethel or something. And I don't know who Barb is. Is Barb in the show? I don't know. Yeah, I definitely think Betty was kind of like, she really likes him. She called his dad and everything. And FP was like, she knows what she wants or whatever. Yes, people have fake face masks, Corey. It was awful. Definitely awful. There's been some awful, embarrassing moments of PLL. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll have a new video up tomorrow about this show. So I hope you will watch and listen to me worry about who the killer is. But bye, guys.